For this video, we went to northern Manitoba, an area still largely untouched by humans and very much still teeming with wildlife. This leg of the tour of Manitoba took us to the Setting Lake area, which is just south of Thompson, Manitoba. Setting Lake and the area around it was first explored in the late 1700s and also by explorers such as David Thompson. We stayed the night in Flin Flon after a 10-hour drive, as the total trip from Edmonton to Setting Lake is 14 hours. The place that we had chose appeared to be comfortable enough for the night. After such a long drive, a much-needed supper, and then we took a quick walk around the area. The evening was getting late, so we went back for a well-deserved rest. Or so we thought. Okay, so we woke up, and I got a shitty night's sleep. Woke up about 2 o'clock in the morning to a party and a lot of other noise. And it only quieted down till 4 o'clock when the hotel owner finally came and quieted them down. So we're on the road early at 6:30 in the morning because I was sick of it. So I'm afraid the Orlando Hotel does not get a good rating for me. The walls are thin and the clientele is pretty dodgy. The upside of this is that, as you can see looking around you right now, we have this great morning and this great view. Canadian North at its best. After some driving and also to clear our heads, we took a brief stop at Simon House Lake, which is roughly 2 hours from Setting Lake, Manitoba.
The thing about these roads, like this has been repaired probably the past couple of years or so, and I don't know if you noticed, but like there is jiggling on the camera. That's not intentional. This is because of the road, but because of the landscape, there's a lot of muskeg on either side. Combined with the permafrost and the freeze-thaw cycles, the ground ends up shifting a lot, and you can kind of almost see it. There's an imperceptible sort of waving along the ground. So over time, of course, that gets worse and worse. Say something.
I am so tired. I want to go to bed. Said we're playing in the mud. I have no rubber boots. Nobody gave me rubber boots. Look, I have the shoes. I do not have the boots. No gums.
No gums.
My wife's sister was eager to show the surrounding areas, so we took one of the nature trails. Due to some recent heavy rain, the trail was wet in a few areas, but still enjoyable. It was time to relax in front of the fire and enjoy the views of Setting Lake. The next morning, we went up north to Thompson for some supplies. Many of these wolf statues can be found around the town of Thompson, all of them painted differently as seen here. Lunch was had at Popeyes, a popular local spot in town.
Any fries?
Sure. Yeah, the usual, I guess. I have no idea what I meant by the usual, as I've never been there before. I can only think that I was busy filming and a bit distracted, but I can certainly say that the food was good. A second view of the Bush Plain, which is an absolute icon of northern Canada. Back to the cabin to enjoy the fantastic views. If you're interested, these are common mergansers. Once again, a fire was much needed to enjoy the night views.
He was actually able to catch them. Like, yeah, that's how tame they were. I think he was feeding them too. But yeah.
The next day, my sister-in-law took us to a local hiking spot just north of Sasageau Rapids Provincial Park. It did not disappoint. The first thing we found on the trail was some very large moose tracks that were made a few days ago. And then we found some bald eagles, the most I've ever seen in one place. A few days old as well, but a good set of beaver tracks. Found these ducks relaxing in the beaver pond. I think most of them are ring-billed ducks, and one of them is a green-winged teal. The trail was wet in places, but for some reason it made it more enjoyable. We were shown through the mossy forest to a fantastic place to have our lunch. Made even better by the sighting of a loon. If you watch the loon closely, you can see it peering underwater, looking for fish to catch. I'm not sure what this moss is called, but it's like a miniature coral. Hard to the touch when dry, but I'm told it gets soft when wet.
Yeah, it tastes like a leaf.
Some well-defined bear tracks, also gladly a few days old when the last rain had come through.
Tractor buses coming down the road, delivering people.
The end of our hike was marked with more sightings of bald eagles. This was truly a fortunate morning. We next took a brief visit to Pichu Falls Provincial Park. The falls is said to be the highest in Manitoba, and the name comes from the Cree word for lynx. The falls are said to make a hissing sound bearing the resemblance to the cat. Back at the cabin, we tried kayaking for the first time.
Pretty good speed.
I can certainly say that we enjoyed this sport quite a lot. It is a fantastic way to enjoy these northern lakes. I will stay silent for the rest of this video so you can all enjoy the sounds. Thanks for coming over, and I hope you enjoyed this northern experience.